All right, what a beautiful morning. I'm so grateful to be able to spend this time with you, and I hope you're having a good start to your week. It's been a good start to the week for me, and I'm very thankful for that. I also just really appreciate everybody's prayers and as the way you're lifting up my family, specifically Melissa. I just can't say thank you enough for lifting her up in prayer before the Lord, and she's doing so well. Such a strong lady, and what a wonderful follower of Christ that she is, so devoted, and she really is an inspiration really to anyone who knows her. So people, I always talk about how people tolerate me, but they love Melissa, and that is just so true. Well, today is March 18th, and we're going to jump right on into 1 Samuel chapter 13 again, and we're making strong progress. Yesterday we did verse 1. Today we're going to do verse 2, all right? So let's jump in here together and take a look at this text. It says, Saul chose 3,000 men of Israel. 2,000 were with Saul at Michmash and the hill country of Bethel. And 1,000 were with Jonathan in Gibeah of Benjamin. The rest of the people he sent home, every man to his tent. So Saul begins organizing Israel's first standing army, selecting a small group of 3,000 soldiers. And up until this point, Israel had relied on temporary militias raised in times of crisis. But now, under Saul's leadership, Israel takes a step toward a more structured military. And he keeps 2,000 men with him and entrusts 1,000 to his son Jonathan, showing that his family is stepping into leadership roles. So this verse really does introduce Jonathan as a key figure, one who will later stand out for his courage and really stand out for his faith in God. And though Saul is taking strategic steps here, there is something missing. There is no mention of him seeking God's guidance in this military preparation. You see, his kingship had begun with a clear call from God, but as time goes on, he begins to rely more on his own wisdom and his own strength. And this pattern is a dangerous one. You see, when we start depending on our own plans rather than on seeking God's direction, we risk stepping outside of his will. And the Bible consistently teaches us that victory, it comes not through human strength, but through faith and obedience to God. Now, Jonathan, in contrast, will soon demonstrate a very bold faith that stands in contrast to his father's growing insecurity. And this verse sets the stage for the events that follow. See, where will we see the difference between trusting in God and trusting in human power? You see, as we consider Saul's actions, we must ask ourselves whether we are moving ahead with our own plans, or are we submitting to the Lord's guidance in all areas of life? Now, are you making decisions based on strategy alone, or are you seeking God's wisdom first? Take some time today to pray, to pray over any plans or any choices that you're having to make. And today, trust in God's direction. And remember that his guidance leads to true success. Well, thank you again for your time this morning. And once again, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you've not done that yet, and perhaps maybe even like the video or share it if you'd like. We certainly would appreciate that. That really helps the algorithms, and perhaps more and more people will be able to see, on their own YouTube feeds, these daily devotions. But anyway, take care today. I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning.